Hello, my name's Father Rudy Casals of the Society of Jesus, and I'm currently a full-time student in my second year at the Columbia School of Social Work in New York City. I also work at the parish of St. Francis de Sales on 96th Street in Lexington, also in New York City. Today's gospel reflection is taken from John chapter 18, verse 17 to 18. And the woman said to Peter, "You are not also one of this man's disciples, are you?" And he said, "I am not." Now the slaves and the police had made a charcoal fire because it was cold, and they were standing around it warming themselves. Peter also was standing with them, warming himself. My prayer and reflection took me directly to wondering and imagining who this woman was by the charcoal fire. She remains unnamed to us today, but I'm struck by her boldness. Not only does she initiate a conversation with a man that is not related to her, but she puts to him a dangerous and even accusatory question. Are you not also one of this man's disciples? Are you? I think her boldness comes from having spent one too many nights at the courtyard waiting for some word about her husband. Too many nights advocating for his release among anyone who would listen. She's left shame and social norms aside. She's become what no padre wants her hija to become. She's become chingona. She comes to the charcoal fire not only to warm herself, but because there's no avoiding that there, if you want relief from the courtyard, you're going to have to listen to her. Although Peter doesn't realize it at the time, her question also has a hidden invitation. She really wants to know, are you one of us? All Peter has to do is admit that he has a loved one inside the jail, and he can join those that are also worrying and pacing the courtyard, waiting. She invites Peter into a place that he is too embarrassed and ashamed to go. Peter's still at the table, enjoying the talk and the camaraderie after dinner. He's not ready to admit that he is now part of a church that is doing time on the outside, while his friend Jesus is doing time on the inside. This charcoal fire is a complicated place. The woman knows what her husband has done. She realizes that she's not the only one suffering. Her husband's crime has probably profoundly shaped the lives of a whole nother family, of a mother and another wife. Yet, she comes to the charcoal fire. Years ago, when I was visiting inmates as a Jesuit novice at the Onondaga County Jail in Syracuse, New York, I would start my day at the Catholic Worker House, where Bill Cuddy had his office upstairs. Downstairs at the Catholic Worker, stenciled on the wall of the living room, there was a quote from John the 23rd, then Pope, now Saint. It read, "See everything, judge little, forgive much." John the 23rd succinctly captured some of the essence of Catholic social teaching. Catholic social teaching is a complicated teaching, but it contains a wisdom that is unmistakable. It keeps us from becoming too complacent or too strongly aligned with any political party in this country. It demands that we adhere to the politics of the gospel and examine everything by the light of the cross. Catholic social teaching keeps us tethered to the good news and reminds us to hope, to act, and to pray. As we gather to pray to put an end to capital punishment in this country. May we draw strength from the woman by the charcoal fire and ask for her help in accomplishing everything we do. May God bless us and keep us steadfast in this ministry.